Okay, the first thing to mention, okay, this is a really, really beautiful looking user interface. I just want to close my screen down a little bit so I can see what your comments are coming through. There we go. This is a really, really beautiful user interface. It's really simple and bright and easy to use. That's the first thing to mention to you straight out the gate. It is beautiful and easy to use. I'm just going to show you a few of the quick features that we have in here, and then I'm actually going to go in and build an app. So this is just a demo app that we have built in, a demo account. So I'm just going to jump in there. And this is basically your setup screen, but I'll go through that in a minute. What I want to show you here is the basic functions that come with the system. Okay, now we already have some built up here, and I'll show you the ones that I've already got built in this test app. We've got bookings, we've got special dates that are going to be important for your clients, code scanner, we've got, what's that one? I can't read it because it's too small. Just jump in there. Let's give that a second. Oh, that's a loyalty card. So that's a loyalty card. Then we've got a contest app that's built into the app, a contest function, e-commerce function, Facebook wall feed, RSS feed, WordPress, Facebook, custom page building, scratch cards. These are just the ones I've put in. Shopify links. And let me go through some of the ones available here as well. Contact forms, discount coupons. You can segregate by folders. You can create custom forms. You can build in galleries. You can do in-app messaging. You can create an inbox. You can create a job portal. Links to external areas. There's the loyalty card again. Magento, e-commerce. You can put maps in it. You can do a news feed. You can actually create a membership site within the app. How cool is that? Having a membership site within the app. For all you digital people there, this is the next generation stuff. Okay? This is the next generation stuff that you can actually create a membership site that somebody has in their pocket 24/7 and padlock it and keep it protected for only the people that have bought it. Okay? You can do places. You can do a PrestaShop link, which again, e-commerce. Push notifications, the most important element maybe for a lot of people to get their messages seen over and over again. I'm sorry if I'm going quick because I get excited by this. I just love this stuff so much. Now, QR coupons. Okay, you remember like QR codes, like the scanning codes that you see on things these days? The phone can actually do that through the app and give a discount coupon. You can create a radio station. You can do real-time chat. Pull an RSS feed, I already said. You can put menus in this. You can link to Shopify. You can actually build in custom elements through source code. Pure custom elements. You can put a tip calculator in there if you're a restaurant. You can segregate your audience by topics that they like, so you can only send messages to those people that have opted into certain topics. You can put videos live on the line, so you get videos playing direct through the app, your messages delivered perfectly whenever they're there. Volution as well, more e-commerce options. Weather apps. WooCommerce and WordPress. So who thinks that's a lot of stuff to be able to squeeze into app? I mean, that's not even thinking of all the different things that you could put in the source code part here. If you use this, you can put practically unlimited options. Yeah, unlimited, because it's just source code. You drop source code in that and it works in the app. Okay, it is a ton of stuff there. So anyway, that's enough of the features. Okay, I'm actually going to show you. Give me your one in the chat box if you want to see me actually build something now. Okay, guys. So let me just go back to the home screen. Okay, we're just about right on time. I reckon it'll take me about 20-30 minutes to build this. Let's see. Now, the first thing we do is we hit this big button here. While I'm doing this, by the way, I won't answer any questions because I just need to concentrate on building so you can see what happens. And if I get distracted, this whole thing takes longer. So we just click on Create New Application. I'm just going to call this, let's say, Test Restaurant. Let's pretend we're creating a test restaurant app. Now, when you do that, it will bring up the template options. Now, this is going to come preloaded for you with all these templates in here. Okay? Lots and lots of templates. And, you know, we don't like to keep anything hidden from you guys. So there is an option as an upsell to actually upgrade the templates to our template club, where you're going to get new templates delivered all the time, which is going to expand the number of markets that you can sell into. Okay, full disclosure right at the start, we don't like hiding things. We're a very, very honest company. That's going to be an O2O. That's the first O2O. The upsell that you're going to see is a template club. But these come pre-built. So you've already got these beautiful ones here. Absolutely professional, beautiful templates that you can choose from. Okay, so there's plenty of different options there that you can just quickly click on and build an app literally within a couple of minutes, because they already come pre-populated with the kind of functionality that that business would want. For example, the Fit app here is going to have things like push notifications, it's going to have coupons, and of course you can amend those as much as you want, but it just gives you a massively quicker head start to actually use a template. Now, I'm not going to use a template because I want to show you the slowest way to build it so you can see how fast it is, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody? I'm going to show you right from blank to show you how fast you can do it the long way around. Okay, perfect. It's making sense, people. That's good. I'm worried that it was just confusing then for a minute. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose a blank template here. Okay, and that brings you into this screen here. And then all we have to choose is how we want our apps to be laid out. And we can choose any kind of layout. We can choose to have them display like this, like squares on the screen, or any of these options here. Or circles, or larger blocks, or bigger blocks. I'm particularly, you know, this is quite a popular one with the blocks on the left-hand side. I'm a big fan of this one, to be honest. So I'm going to build in that style. So it has the kind of categories menued beneath it. Okay, now we get to choose our homepage image. And this is just an image that we're going to bring into the background. So, and there's multiple different ones that you have to upload to. Because remember, apps are going to display on multiple different devices. So you're going to have to upload all of these images. So I'm just going to grab an image I've got in a file. Let me just find file here. This is the one. Okay, so there's the image, and all we have to do is you can see the color screen here. We're just going to drag that across so we can choose, you know, on the right hand side, you can see the preview. Choose where we want the app to display, and I'm going to choose there. I think that's quite a nice image. Okay, and I'm going to do this one. And we just have to do this 3 times here. Okay. So there we go. There's all our background images kind of set there. Then we just choose our country. And I am in the USA. And then we can choose how we want our fonts to display. This is Arial font, and you can choose between a few others. I actually like Courier. Oh, no, I don't. That's not the one I'm looking for. Verdana is the one I'm thinking of. There we go. So I'm going to choose Verdana. But you can choose literally any of those apps you want. And then I'm going to hit save and continue. Now that's your homepage set up. That's already done. So what did that take me? Like 3 minutes to set up that homepage, and you can see the preview of it right there. How impressive is that, guys? Just put a 1 in the chat box if you like that so far. Awesome. It's pretty cool, right? Okay, excellent. Now what we do, what we get to do is we're just going to click onto preview here so we can actually see the general different areas. And we can affect everything within the app. For example, we can choose to have different color backgrounds. So I'm going to, let's see if we can choose like a, yeah, I kind of like that color. It's not dissimilar to the color of the walls that we have in one of my rooms here. So I'm going to choose that one. And we can just go through every section here and kind of change the color. So if I wanted to change the header color up here to something else, you know, I could go crazy and go bright pink, or, you know, we can go anything. I actually quite like it in white, so I'm going to leave it like that. And we can obviously change the text color if we wanted to do that. But I think right now that looks kind of nice and clean and clear. Then the homepage, we can do the same thing. So we could change the border. We can actually change the image color if we wanted to. So we could actually make that match a bit better. So let me just, I didn't actually pull the hex color but I could put the hex color down here where it's got the little hashtag of the background color I use, but that's fine. I can use that so it kind of all matches now. So then we can go into the lists, and this is how lists will display. And that's absolutely fine for me. I kind of like that. And when a card comes up, if you've got contact cards, that's how it will display. Then we have choices on the button. So if we wanted to change the button colors, we could definitely do that. And maybe we wanted to make them darker even. Yeah, we could go like a charcoaly color and actually make the text white. And that looks kind of nice. Okay. And also you can change the opacity of all of this just by using these sliders here as well. Actually, I'll show you that right now. The checkboxes, if I actually slide this, you'll see they go lighter on the checkboxes. You see that? It's because I'm affecting the opacity. Okay, radio buttons are here. You can affect the look of these. Then you've got the toggle switches. I'll probably change that background to go something more along those lines. There we go. Then you can change the color of the toggle handles. I think that looks good as it is. Into the tooltips, that looks fine. The icons are going to be displayed in white. That's fine. And then you can choose to change the spinner color. I'm going to have both the spinners in white. And this is when it's the app is actually doing something. This is actually what we call feedback. So it's giving you feedback on something working. So now we can see those have changed. So what we're going to do then is, and you can do some advanced customization if you're into that. So you can actually do some advanced CSS customization. I'm not going to touch it. I'm nowhere near that technical. So I'm just going to save and continue. Okay, now we're into the functionality. Okay, so we've built our home screen entirely. That's done. Okay, now we're going to build in some functionality. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is build an About Us screen. I'm going to use a custom page element for that. So what I need to do is go along to my custom page. I just click that, and it brings up my custom page here. And it shows me the preview immediately. So I'm going to change the title of this page and just call it About Us. Okay, and then we can choose what we bring in. The first thing I'm going to bring in is a slider. So right at the very top of the screen there, I want to bring a slider. I'm just going to add pictures to this slider. So I just go into this little folder that I've created some images already in, and I'm just going to copy those and then open them. Okay, and it's going to add all those pictures right there. And if I save this now, you'll see this actually happen real time in the preview. Okay, so there it is. And you can see we can easily flick through the sliders on that screen. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to add a text field. And again, it comes in here. So we can say something like, welcome to our restaurant. Oops. We offer the very best in local cuisine and local caught fish. I'm not saying it's the greatest copy in the world, but I'm doing it quickly just to show you guys what it's all about. So we can obviously center that. And we can do all the things you would normally do in a text editor. We can bold it. We can change the color. We can do all of that kind of stuff in here. You know, we can do whatever we want to display the text however we want it to display. I'm just going to put that for now so you get the general idea of how this works. So I'm just going to drop that in there, and then you'll see you've got it there, and it drops right into that field. And we can amend the size if we felt like that was too big as well. So let me scroll back up. We can then choose to add an image in, but we've already got the image slider at the top, so I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to pop in an address function within this About Us area. Okay, and the label for this area, because it's going to be actually labeled as a pop-out, is going to be our location. I'll just put a fake address in here for now. Test Avenue, Testington, Leicester. Okay, you can choose to put the latitude and longitude in there as well if you want. But, you know, we're just keeping it to an address. We're going to say display address and display location button. So just click that and click save. And now you see it's dropped that straight into the app there. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of text. We've got a little bit of the location, where the location is. And now we can add, let me think, what should we add now? Let's add now a video. Okay, so now it asks me what kind of video. I'm going to put in a YouTube video that I've got. All right, sorry, it's already come down. It worked so fast I didn't even see it work then. Right, so I'm just going to jump across to YouTube real quick. Just grab the link of that video. So I'm just going to go to youtube.com and jump into my Creator Studio and my video manager. Okay, and here's a little video I just uploaded before. I'm just going to grab that URL. Don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to drop it right here in the YouTube URL box and click OK. And save. And now you can see we have that video right sitting in there within our app that will play whenever they want them to play. Okay, other things that you could do here, if you want to, or you could create separate pages for this kind of thing. In thinking of terms of what this app is for a restaurant, what you can actually do here is you can add an attachment, which is really nifty. If, for example, you had a menu that you wanted to allow people to download and print, you could do this and add an attachment, and you just click add an attachment. You upload the attachment you want, and then your users will be able to download that. I actually don't have, well, actually, I can do that. I can drop in one of these files. Okay, so now that we have an attachment, and if we save that, oops, you can see that we have this little attachment here that they can download if they want to, and that could be a menu. It could actually be a physical coupon that they take in, a little file, but we can do coupons on the phone as well. So there's lots of different things, a lot of options that we can do here. We can add buttons to let it link to other places, but pretty much that's what I would do for the About Us section. And let's move on now and add a different section. Oh, the other thing that I didn't show you, almost forgot. All of these sections are drag and drop. So if you don't like that the attachment is there, for example, we can just grab it over here. So glad I didn't forget to give you this. And we can just move it up here. And then if we save that, you'll see it jump on the preview. Okay, and there it is. It's now above the video instead of below it. So yeah, we can just drag and drop any of those elements around to completely build a custom page exactly as we want it. So it's really, really cool stuff, guys. Really cool stuff. So I'm just going to save that. And then I'm going to go on to the menu section now. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add that section in right now. So we're going to go down here to the, it's actually called a set meal in here, but it's really just a menu area. So we add that, and here it is here, and we're going to add a set meal. So we're going to call it, and we could even do something like, I don't know, just like specials. Oh no, hang on. No, that's what I want. The page name would be, specials. Okay, and then down here, okay, we'll do something like, I've got a few different images, so we're going to go with steak. Let's say $24. I'm not going to put too much description into this because we are getting on time. We go the best steak in town. So that'll be it for that. But then we can add a picture in here as well. Let me just go back to where I have that menu items. So I can upload a nice steak picture there, and we can drag it to make it look exactly perfect. Okay, and then we OK that, and that should then come into our menu bar here. So let me just add a couple more really quick. So I'm going to add. I'm going to call this one I can't remember what they call it. I'm going to call it wraps. It isn't a wrap, but A Mexican-inspired dish, let's say that. And we just had a picture. And this one, oh, I called it a wrap in the image, so maybe it is a wrap. Okay, and there we go. We can get that picture. And then look how good the pictures look as well. Don't they look great? They really pop on a screen. I don't know whether you noticed that. Let me know if you noticed that when you're looking on a phone. Give me a 1 if you notice that the pictures just look amazing on phones. Give me a 1 in the chat box. Right, it really sells things, right? Really incredible. Okay, and then we see the wraps added. I'm just going to do one more really quickly. And let's say, shrimp, for example. And let's say we price that at $18 for the shrimp. Okay, we go local shrimp, breaded, spiced. I never said I was good at writing menus, but the software is cool. I'm going to open that. That's just adding the picture there. I'm going to pick a really nice picture that looks absolutely beautiful. I would eat that off the screen. Okay, and then we are going to okay that. Okay, there we go. And so there's those, get my teeth in. Those 3 are in, and we can obviously just click in and have a look at that, and we can really get a close-up of the picture. They can see how much it's going to cost them, and really get an idea of what the specials are just by looking through the app menu. Okay, so there's that. I'm now going to add a contact us. Obviously, we had some contact details anyway within the kind of about us, but people obviously sometimes want to go direct to the contact screen. So we're going to call this contact. So all we do here is we're going to add in all our details. So I'm just going to make up some details here. So 1, that will do. Test number I've used before. Address, we're going to go see if there's any, Testington Avenue. I can't remember what I said before. It's going to be O for blah, 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 whatever that is. And this is Chester in the USA. And description, locally owned, oops, suddenly went into caps lock. Local fine dining at its best. Okay, put our email in there, so just like tester at restaurant.com. We can put our website in there, so we'd have testrestaurant.com. Oops. Okay, you can put your Facebook page in there. You can put your Twitter ID in there. I'm not going to do that now, but you could do. And we just save that. And you can see all of those fields come in there. And we could add an image as well. So we can insert a cover image here. And let me just go back and do that so it looks right. Which one do I want? Contact us, that one. So we just do that one. We'll drop that one in. Again, it's going to show us our sizing, so we can just slide it across. And then we can see a preview of exactly how that's going to look. We just need to save it. And there we go, cool. And that's our Contact Us form, completely done. Now, let me go back now and add a discount. Because you know how well discount vouchers use? They really encourage people to come in to the to your establishment. They're going to, get a good deal, and you can limit this to only people who are in your app field. Obviously, it doesn't have to be one that is printed out. It can be shown through the app. So we're just going to add a discount coupon here. Let's add a picture to the discount coupon. Let's do, I'm going to go back and do the steak again. So we'll go to the menu items. I'm just going to drop the steak in here. Okay, now I'm not saying this is a good business plan for a restaurateur, but steak dinner offer, description, free bottle of house red with every 2 steak entrees. Okay, conditions is buy 2 steak entrees. Oops. And you can choose to make them only use this once, or you can choose to have it expiring at a certain time. If you don't choose that, you have to tell them when it's going to expire. Okay, you're going to have to physically remove it. But if I just OK that now, what field didn't I fill in? Oh, right, I've got to choose. Oh, I've got to choose either end only once. Hang on. That's why. So I'm going to choose a date to end this. I'm going to end it on the end of the month. Okay. There we go. And there's our discount coupon. The client can click into it, and they can offer that to the up to the restaurateur. They'll log in, they'll enter a code, and it will give them a discount on that dinner. So that's how you do a discount coupon. Now, really great feature. I want to show you the booking feature. So we're going to just hit the app to drop a booking feature here. Okay, and here we go. Oops, I've already done that. So we want to add a booking feature. And all we have to do is choose, for example, if you had multiple locations, you maybe just want one app that can handle all of them. In this case, I'm just going to say, our restaurant. Okay. You could have, Portland restaurant or Boston restaurant or New York restaurant, whichever, one it is, so that you could have the booking go to the right place. Then you just enter the email where you want that booking to go to. So let's say test@testrestaurant.com. Okay, that. Okay, and now we have the booking field already pre-populated, already done. They just have to fill that in, hit send, and you get the booking. And finally, in this app, I'm just going to drop in a location. Okay, just give me a second here. Test Town Avenue. Tessington. Okay, display address and display that. And we want to add an image here as well. I'm just going to go with the main image, which was this one. Now, obviously, I'm speed building here, so I would do things, a lot more carefully and make sure they were all done correctly. But basically, right, missed a couple of fields out. It always tells you when you've done something wrong. I'm just going to save that. Because if you had multiple restaurants, you could have them all in there and then get the app to actually locate them. Now, one thing I did want to show you, which is a very important feature, and we're going to run over a little bit because I'm going to show you this, but what I want to show you now, who wants to see a push notification? Put a 1 in the chat box if you want a push notification. Awesome, guys, awesome. That's good to hear. Okay, well, push notifications couldn't be any easier, to be honest. You just click the push notification button, and it creates the icon in the app. You can see we're running out of space for the apps we've added, but you can add push notifications there, and you can just call them your messages. This is for the user. And we want to add that. Okay, and this is if we want to actually send a push notification. We don't want to do that right now. What I actually want to show you, because the push notifications actually only works when the app is live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump across to a different screen. I'm going to send up a live push notification that you're going to be able to see. So just bear with me just a second while I do that. Okay, so I need to move this down. We've got a few different moves to do here, so bear with me a second. One of the things I have to do is I have to open up my QuickTime. Where is that? Just bear with me 1 second, guys. I won't be long. There it is. Okay, it was already there, but I just couldn't see it. Okay, so I'm going to file, do that. Okay, computer's on a little bit of a go slow, and this may take a little bit of time because of the internet connection. I'm not sure, but let me just change that to that. Oh, it just crashed on me. Let me try again. See if it's going to let me do it. give me a minute. Okay, there's so many things working in the background that it's just taken a few minutes. Okay, I've just got to change some things around because it's not recording the right screen I want it to. Why are you doing that? Let me just try this one more time. If not, I'll just have to do it via audio because I'm just going to try to unplug this. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my phone on the screen so you can actually see this thing work in real time. And it would look really cool. And it worked really cool yesterday. But right now it's giving me a hard time. Technical things. Never work with children or technical things. Okay, I'm just going to try this one more time. And if it doesn't work this time, I'm just going to do it audibly and hopefully you guys will hear it. So let me just try this just one more time. Cool, it's worked. Awesome. Right, I just need to shut this down. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to share screen. I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm actually going to share my entire desktop. So just give me a second to do this. Okay, guys, let me know when you can see that. It probably looks a bit weird. Just need to close some of the windows down and get the ones I want. Okay. Okay, let me know when you can see. Give me one in the chat box when you can see it. Now, guys, that is literally the cart has just opened and people are starting to purchase this. So I'm not going to be long. I'm going to show you this real quick and then we're going to get on. Okay, so what I need to do is I just need to get across here to an app that we created previously for one of my events. I'm going to go in here. Okay, and we're going to go to the pages. And this is what you would do if you were doing a push notification. Okay, go down to attendees because those are the people I want to send it to. Now this will actually go out live to all the people who are actually on that anyway. Whoops, something funky happened there. This is actually working on the old platform. There it goes. So what I want to do is notifications. Okay, and here's my message. So I want to add a new message. It shows you all your historical ones. So I'm going to say test. I'm going to say message. This is a test. How is the webinar? Yeah, I can insert an image if I want to, or get it to open in a custom URL. But I'm not. I'm just going to carry on. I can choose to send to specific locations or no specific locations. And you can do that via a radius as well. It's very cool. And I'm going to send it to all the users. Or you can send only to specific topics, which is a very cool feature. So I'm going to do that, and I want to send it now. Or I can pre-schedule it in the future. Okay, I can send it forward. So let me just hit OK. And you can see that is now queued. And any second now, we should get that popping up over here. Just give it a minute to queue through. It was a busy day for the sending of messages. Well, I'm not sure why that's not come through. Something I've screwed up, quite probably. Ifiok is on the line, and Ifiok will be able to tell me what I did wrong there. He just... Oh, there we go. It was just a delay. You see it come in there in the background? Okay, so it took about 30 seconds. Usually it's like instantaneous, but maybe there's some delay. Maybe the election, lots of people sending push notifications about things. But that's how cool it is. That's how fast. And most people are going to read that message.